Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Bowl TV for continued coverage of the 2021 Junior Gold Championships taking place in Indianapolis, Indiana. My name is Aaron Smith with Bowl TV and USBC Communications, and we are excited to bring you round 3, the 4 p.m. squad, coverage from across a couple different centers here in the Indianapolis area. We're at 4 of the 6 centers being used for the U12, U15, and U18 divisions here at the 2021 Junior Gold Championships. We got 16 channels live. We got 4 centers and 64 lanes of action covered here today. We've talked a little bit about it last squad. It's moving day here at Junior Gold. So competitors enter today, 8 games in the books. Going to have 12 after all competition is done today, with just 1 round left to go before we have our first cuts in the U12, the U15, and the U18 divisions. As we get ready to head out to the lanes, we're going to kick things off at Expo with the U15 girls division. But let's go out to the lanes first. There are the lanes. We'll talk a little bit more about our competitors in just a second, but let's also bring in part of the Bowl TV crew to kick things off here. We're going to head to All-Star and see what's up with Curtis Von Kruger. Curtis, hello.
Aaron, how are you, sir? Good to see you as always.
I'm doing well.
We got some exciting action here. As you said, this is day 3, and it is the day you got to make a move. We got the U12 girls bowling on the A side. We got some U12 boys bowling on the B side. I saw some patterns seem to be a little bit hot on the back end, if you will. If you missed right, it was going left, or excuse me, if you missed left, it was going left. So we'll see if people can straighten up their angles and kind of force it down lane. But I'm excited to get this thing kicked off.
Indeed, I am as well. And an individual always ready to get going here. Over at Strike Force, Inside Bowling's Mike Flanagan. Mike, what you got going on over at Strike Force?
Got more bowling. Got under 15 boys over here. Wes Milan is in the building walking around, and there's good reason for that. You guys want to know why he's here?
I'd love to.
Why, Mike?
Because his son Camden is participating, guys. And his son Camden starts on lanes 23 and 24 if you want to watch the Little Nasty Bowl.
That makes me just feel old.
Yeah, get used to it.
I just like the nickname there. That's a nice parallel.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, he's got Little Nasty and Lil Nasty. Got 2 competitors in this event.
Yeah, I was wondering where you were going to go with Jordan there, who is in the U18 division this year. So that I'm glad you clarified.
Lil Nasty, and then we got Little Nasty over here today.
LIL'.
That's right. Lil and Little Nasty.
All right.
And if nobody knows what just made any sense at all there, I'm going to make sense of it real quick. Wes Malott is known on the PBA tour as the Big Nasty. So 2 of the children, Lil Nasty and Little Nasty. And I just came up with that right now on the spot on Bowl TV.
Might as well be Robin Williams there.
Yeah. Hey, you know what Mork said to Mindy?
What's that?
It's windy, Mindy.
My goodness. All right, folks, we're also live at Western
No,
Bowl.
Aaron, don't you cut me off.
Smith,
Smith,
that's what I do best.
Do it. Don't you do it. Don't you cut me off. I had one more thing to deliver.
Go ahead, Mike.
Good afternoon, Junior Gold.
There we go. Now we're ready to bowl.
Smith, take it away.
Thanks, Mike. We're also going to be at Western Bowl. Jason Thomas is over there on site. He'll join the broadcast in a little bit, taking care of some things on site at that 80-lane facility. We got 4 games here coming up across each of the houses in play. So sit back. Game number 1, and obviously, you know where we're at. We're at bowltv.com, but we're also going to be live here for Game 1 on Facebook and YouTube. So for the folks watching on Facebook and YouTube, thank you for joining us. We're looking forward to bringing you the action here for game number 1. But after that, you'll have to head over to bowltv.com, pick up a subscription to continue watching, and of course, to watch throughout the course of the week and the big day, Saturday, the step ladder finals for the U12, U15, and U18 divisions, all available right here, bowltv.com. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But let's get out to the lanes. In the U15 girls division. And the reason I want to start off here is that we have a two-time junior gold champion bowling her third round. Caitlin Abaganya was just up over on lane 60. Left that 7-pin. She is the 2018 and 2019 U12 champion.
Yaha.
Back-to-back victories.
And she's sitting in fourth place right now.
That is correct. Plus 31 overall. So been bowling well. Unfortunately, with the missed single pin right there. Caitlin usually does not do that. So she takes care of her spares, fills those frames, and puts herself in position to win. So moving up an age division here, now in the U15 division. So we'll see if she can continue that success. We almost saw that in the U20 division last week with Caroline Thaser, who won in U17 in 2019. She made a great run at the girls' title in the U20 division. Brooke Roberts ended up taking the victory there, but we'll see if Caitlin can match that feat and put herself in position to make another run here. She's going to be joined on 59 and 60 by Mackenzie Livingston, Olivia Weber, and Adele Morales-Brown. And then over on 61 and 62, we have Peyton Beater, Reagan Smith, who's in 47th place right now, Neva Hall, and Summer Goiva.
Going back to Caitlin, just real quick, she had the hot round yesterday, shooting 867. You're talking about picking up spares. Talk about this: 225, 204, 216, 222. You know, that's some solid spare shooting to shoot those frames. Going to be ever important coming into this round. You got to make those spares. You got to convert. Don't give away pins to the field.
Taking a look at the U15 girls standings. Once again, you can find those at bowl.com/juniorgold. Click on the 2021 results, then you will see a ton of information there. Literally a ton of information to be able to cycle through, find where your athletes are competing, which division. You can follow them round by round and much more. Heading into today, and we mentioned that Reagan was in 47th place. The top 43 advance in the U15 girls division to the advancers round on Friday. So she enters competition just outside the number. So important for Reagan to have a solid day here to continue to put herself in position to make a run here. But looking at the girls' standings in U15, Malia Mitskovich and Sydney Bone were tied after 2 rounds, 8 games total at plus 53. Caitlin Stahl from Raleigh, North Carolina, plus 36. We mentioned Caitlin at plus 31 in 4th place. And then Haley Swindle, who is also bowling on the squad. She's actually on the Expo 51 to 54 channel from Georgia, plus 25. So those are the 5 players plus in the U15 division on the girls' side. And the cut number to that 43rd spot, currently minus 164. So a 179.5 average. Caitlin Peck from Fort Lawn, South Carolina, the player at that mark right now. So 180s, 190s. We're moving up the standings here in the U15 girls division.
The Bone family having a nice tournament so far. Justin Bone sitting at the top of the leaderboard in the U18 division at 225 over. Brandon still got a pop. He's still sitting there. Looks like he is 24 over, 77th place. So he can still make a move here. He's more than capable of shooting some big numbers. Shot 882 yesterday. So he dug himself out of a pretty big hole. games at 240, 220, 190, 230, 230. Does that again, he's going to be right there in the mix.
So pretty quick pace of play here, it looks like, guys, with just 8 total players here. About halfway through the game, I'm going to go ahead and set the over-under at the high game here between these 8 young ladies at 209 and a half. Highest game, 209 and a half.
You have the U15 over there right now?
No, what we're watching right here.
Yep. 209 and a half?
Yep, on these 8 bowlers right here.
As we mentioned, Caitlin averaging north of 200 so far for her tournament. Delivered a nice strike there. Mackenzie Livingston up on 60. She started with a early 3-bagger.
I'm going to take the over.
Okay, we just had a fall here.
Hopefully everybody's all right.
Oh, goodness.
Me as well. It's like Reagan Smith fell down. Most of the time, it's just shooken up. It needs a minute to catch your breath. Let's hope for the best here.
Some of our great volunteers going out to the lanes to tend to her. They put in so much work during the week. Unfortunately, that looks like it might be a knee or ankle issue right there.
Nice round of applause.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if her tournament is over. We will get you an update on her condition, obviously, as soon as we can. Our thoughts and prayers to that competitor right now. Obviously, you never want to see that happen. Oh, we will get back to the bowling here. Have the U12 girls kicking off their squad now. Just finished up practice. We have Aaron's going to take a look and get the report, see what's going on with this young lady. Keep you guys posted. We had a little bit of a fall here, and But we will keep soldiering on as we take a look at U15 at Expo right now. See Caitlin here on the right lane looking at the baby split. Got to hook a little bit. Oh, a couple of early opens for Caitlin. Tough break there. The week 10 six pin just kind of falls in the gutter and doesn't do its job. Again, we'll see if the spare ball is true here. And a couple bowlers testing the approaches over there, making sure that everything is in order after our little mishap here. Uh-oh. A little bit inside there. When you have patterns like this, it not only does it obviously affect your strike ball, but it does affect your spare ball. Spares do become harder to hit. And we've got another chop there by Caitlin. Takes the 6 off of the 3. She's got some work to do to kind of bail out. A 174 is her max if she goes the distance. Got a player with 147 in the 5th. That young lady that just chopped the 6 off of the 1, 2, 4, 6, 10. There's the spare. Right now, we're going to say hi to JT, Jason Thomas. He's over there at Western. Womp, womp.
Hey, Curtis.
Hey, Jason. How are you? How are you, sir?
Doing well. Doing very well. Got to see some strikes in the last round and seeing some strikes again here over at Western. I'm going to have to do the 300 walk pretty soon. But, yeah, also been watching Caitlin Abaganya after what you guys got going on over there. Caitlin has never lost in this tournament.
That's pretty good record right there.
Undefeated.
That's a nice record to have.
Yep.
You serious about that, Clark?
I am serious. Yeah, we actually did an interview with Caitlin and her family, and she talked about she bowled junior gold the first year. The first year she won the U12 division, and then she bowled again the next year and won it again. And so she's undefeated. She's never lost. She doesn't know what it feels like to go home from junior gold without a trophy.
Well, she is definitely in the hunt right now. You saw her bang out a strike on that right lane, lane 50. We did just get an update from Aaron Smith, and they are putting a knee brace on her right now. So In all likelihood, her tournament might be over. We send our thoughts and prayers, obviously, to that young lady, and hopefully it's nothing serious, and we wish her a speedy recovery and see her back out on the lane sooner rather than later.
That actually looks like
Might be
Aaron's
right now.
Aaron's
Uh-oh.
saying she's going to give it a go.
Oh, let's do this.
Yeah, Daniel LaRusso is going to fight.
That is.
And Russo's going to fight.
Yeah.
Where's Mr. Miyagi with the?
Well, he might have been back in the crowd.
Yeah, give him the one of those.
Yeah.
I love the perseverance, and that shows you she kind of balks there a little bit. Oh, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of pain on her face right there.
Well, you got like you said, guys. You got to admire the desire to want to go out and continue to compete.
Oh, a little swisher there on lane 50. Or excuse me, that's lane 60. Oh, tough right there for Caitlin. Was going for the double there, trying to bail out a score. Going to start her day in the most likely in the 150s here. We are getting another. She is going to give it another go. Come on. We are all rooting for her right now. She needs to. I would love it if she gets out here and just bangs out that strike.
Me too.
Come on. All right. Doing a little adjustment there. Obviously, you can see she's very ginger. We're going to take you back full screen on the lanes here.
You know, I think of tough people over the years. I think of Rocky Balboa. I think of John Rambo. Now you can add Reagan Smith to that list.
That's intense company right there. Come on, let's get that spare. There we go.
Nice.
That's it.
Picks up a double wood.
Boom. Be just a couple of frames. She'll be back going full steam ahead.
That is, you get that adrenaline pumping, take some ibuprofen and rub some dirt on it and get back out there.
What exactly happened there, guys? I wasn't.
We had
what happened when she got hurt?
It looked like she fell, maybe stuck.
No, it was a fall. It was a fall after delivering the ball. I caught it. Saw it happen right when it happened. I didn't see if she hit her ankle or what happened. But just took a tumble.
People don't realize that bowling can take the toll on your body. The wear and tear is real. The knee, you got to take care of yourself. The knees can really take a beating especially if the approaches are a little sticky.
Well, in all seriousness, I mean, you got around a 15-pound object, give or take a couple of pounds, that you're swinging next to your body, and something can go wrong. Imagine walking around your house, going to the grocery store, and just spending an entire day walking around with a dumbbell in your right hand. Do you think you would injure yourself sometime throughout the day if you had to carry a dumbbell around the entire day? I would.
Well, I feel like I've been carrying around a dumbbell around my waist. I got that corn tummy over the last year, but yeah, no, absolutely. And to answer your question about the over-under earlier, you said at 209.5. Kenzie Livingston with a 214. So I'll snap that one off right there. Parlay.
I like it. Not too bad on setting that over under.
That was absolutely solid. It made you think.
Well, single pin miss.
We got a nice solid game for the U12 girls brewing here on Channel 1.
I want to give a shout out to Ethan Caruso over here. He's very tall, and when he walks by the cameras, he ducks for all the folks at home.
Hey, that's that sportsmanship. Somebody vote for him in the sportsmanship award. Have a young lady working on the clean game right now, talking about spares. 8 spare double, 6 spare, 9 spare, 9 spare. If you want to go check that out on Channel 1 at All-Star. It's about to step up here in the 8th frame. Trying to pull out that 2-0. Of course, it never fails. Never fails. Say something, Mike, and this is a 7 pin. Well, we had a couple opens to finish the game here at All Star, but still a nice 174. That's going to pick up pins to the field here as we wrap up this first game at the first couple of houses. And with that, we're going to say goodbye to Facebook Live. We're going to say goodbye to YouTube. And we're going to ask you, if you want to continue to watch this wonderful action, please head on over to bowltv.com. Sign up. You can get an event pass for $14.95, or you can get a monthly subscription for $9.99 a month, and that is going to come with a ton of other content that you have access to, including archive content. So if you missed a squad, you want to catch up, maybe see a Jillian Anderson or Lil Nasty, if you will, here bowling this round, you can do that. We got 64 lanes of coverage. All right, again, we'll say goodbye to Facebook Live, and we'll move on to a different house here in a second. Taking out of the U12 girls. Anya Harding stepping up in the 10th frame, staring down a 1-2-4-10. Heading to the second game right here. At All-Star Lanes, moving at a nice pace. Got some scores for you if you are interested in the leaderboard. You can also check that out at bowl.com. See an option for junior gold information. There's a standings, and it gives you each division broken down by U12, 15, 18, and 20, of course, although 20 did wrap up with the victory of Cameron Crowe. Let's check out those scores. L'Oreal Tharps from Orlando, Florida, leading the U12 ladies right now at not minus 245. Anna Anthony from Farmington, Connecticut at minus 296 in second place. So it is anybody's ball game. You can shoot a couple of nice games here. Be right back in the mix. Still anybody's game. Zoe Gillett setting up here to get that one a little inside. You can see if you get it going left early. Seems like this pattern is a little flatter than some of the other patterns that we've seen throughout the week. A little less friction on the outside, a little more hook on the inside. Talk about the desire to compete. You might catch on the corner of your eye here. Coming up on lane 10, young lady with a leg brace cast. There you go. You check it out, trying to get that double wood. Just chops it a little bit, but still wanted to come out here and compete. Still showing the gumption to get up and throw the ball on her non-sliding leg, of course. Probably a little more difficult if that was her sliding leg, but This is a tournament that everybody takes, all these young athletes take very seriously. Right now, bowling on lane 12, Araya Treschel from Medford, New York, sitting in 6th place. She's in the white jersey on lane 12. Check that action out. Coming up, stepping up right here in your view. This aggressive ball. As you can see, it just kind of skids out on her a little bit. Friction's a little harder to find today. And you'll get a better look at this young lady with the cast on her leg. Miss Kessler. She'll be coming up on lane 14 there for your view. It was a good ball. Looks a little early, got it inside. Sage with Karen's bowling here on lane 13, currently sitting in 11th place in 1975. Tough break, leaving the 4-7-10. Also see Ariana Plagmeyer. Got Danica. Danica Archibald coming up here on your right lane, lane 12. Boom! Now that is a really nice shot there by that young competitor, Danica, from Boise, Idaho. Tough leave there from Special. See if she can convert this. You can see you can't get it right early. These lanes are definitely playing flatter and longer than they have in previous days. And a nice conversion there. Tough break there for Sage. Good shot. Produces a 7-pin. Nice double there by Danica. Taking charge of these lanes right now early. About to see Paige Lewis come up on lane 14. Welcome to the stream, Paige. Danica coming up on lane 12 right here. Very festive fireworks, stars and stripes jersey. Love it. Going for the 3-bagger. Let's see what she does here. Oh, that one looks pretty good. Boom! That 9-pin. Not left standing. Gets herself an early 3-bagger here. 9-spare, 9-spare. The next 3, working on a pretty nice game. Going into the 6th frame. Sage McCarrans. Again, sitting in 11th place right now to enter the day. Comes in a little light. 245. Again, we're running 4 channels here. 2 pair per channel. Do the quick math with 16 lanes or 8 pairs of coverage. See how Sage attacks this spare here. Oh, she's going to Norm Duke it just straight at it. And nice cover. Flattens out her hand. Gets a nice spare conversion there. Trying to keep her day going. Danica ends her streak with a 3-bagger. She misses left of the pocket.
Mike checking in here just to let you know over here at Strike Force, I do have the under 15 boys in here right now. And so far, after game number 1, Drake Waite bowled 245, William Cunningham bowled 235, Ryan Jimenez bowled 223, Christian LaCory and Tanner Isles both bowled 214, Ian Field bowled 213. We had 3 players bowl 210, Ethan Caruso, Jaden Critelli, Landon Jordan. Also, Carson Schroyer bowled 206, Clayton Hobbs 203, Jonathan Wagner 202, along with J.C. Correa. Bowling 201 was Vance Youngren. We had 2 players bowl 200, Gavin Murray and Caden Pranger. So 16 total players bowling 200 or better here on our 79-person squad. That's over at Strike Force. We've got 4 channels for you. You can tune in and check out and see how your favorite bowler's doing.
How does the lane play look over there at Strike Force right now?
Pretty nice, and I think the weather's playing something to do with it too. It's just a personal opinion, but it's warmer in here than it's ever been in my entire time that I've been in this building. I don't know why it's so warm in here right now, but it is. And I'm not saying it's unbearable warm or anything like that. It's just been pretty cold, pretty on the chill side. Right now, it's more like room temperature.
Check out Sage McCarron stepping up right here on lane 13. Real smooth approach. Oh, and bang! Take one out of the Emil Williams playbook right there. Got Danica Archibald trying to roll a 2-0 game here. Had an early 3-bagger, a couple of open frames. If you look here, coming up on lane 12. There in gets the crossover. You got to do the Brooklyn dance. You got to do the Brooklyn celebration there, Mike. I'd love to see it. Aria Trushell in the pinstripe jersey. Really putting some power on that ball. Coming up, you'll get a look at her on lane 12 minute. Nice rev right there, Mike.
Very solid.
All right, you got Danica. We've been tracking her this game. She's stepping up in the 10th frame, hunting down a 2-0. She needs them all. She's shown that she can throw some strikes this game. Oh, and she gets the carry. Light hit. Swisher. We're going to bring in Aaron Smith back here to the broadcast. Aaron, how are things going in your neck of the woods?
We're moving along. We're already into game 3 across the house here, at least from the side that I'm currently stationed on here, Expo B. Got some decent scores out there. We do have Sydney Bone. We mentioned she was tied for the lead heading into this round. So I just saw Parker on the other side watching, and she's going to be hitting one of our featured pairs. I'll verify which one it is for you, but you can check that out over on the Expo channels. Sydney Bone leading the way on U15 early on.
Thank you, Aaron. We're going to take you back to full screen here. It looks like Danica gets a little trouble there. 5 count on lane 11. See if she can pull this one out, keeping the 180s. Well, takes 3 off, finishes with 183. Not a bad score. Sage McCarron stepping up here on 13. I really like how she throws the ball. Working on a double right now. Pretty clean through 6 frames. He had a split in the first frame, but kept it clean ever since. Really loose swing. Just a little light.
Another young player with solid fundamentals.
Absolutely. I'd like to see her keep it clean. Little mishap in the first one. She's making all the makeables she can get. See how she attacks this. Last time she left this, I think she left it in the 3rd frame. She went straight at it, Norm Duke style. Looks like
Gonna do it again.
Bang, no problem. Like to see that.
Excellent spare shooting tip for those tricky chops of the 245 in the bucket.
Absolutely. That is the Norm Duke school of thought. All you got to do is be accurate like Norm Duke.
Curtis, I do have a question for you. You may have mentioned it a little bit earlier, but on that same pair, 13 and 14, is there a young lady bowling in a boot as well?
Yeah, we had talked about this a little earlier, just kind of how it shows you the competitive nature. Her name's Lauren Kessler, and she's got a boot on her non-slide leg. Looks like she's protecting an injury there, but she's out here competing. And I love to see it. As long as you can stay, don't do any more damage to yourself. Yeah, he wants to come out here, make some memories, meet some friends.
Way to go, Lauren!
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out there to Lauren Kessler.
We're seeing some resiliency this the squad from our young competitors. We had Reagan Smith a little bit earlier. coming back after taking a fall and fighting through some pain. And
leaves a little bit of a mess on the deck there, but again, I love her jersey. Colorful Indianapolis, Indiana jersey. See Sage here shooting at the spare. Another conversion, no problem for Sage. And that's why she is up on the leaderboard right now. As you can see that she has some pretty solid fundamentals and spare shooting. That'll get you far in this U12 division right there. I'm interested to see how Caitlin Abiganyas finishes this tournament, Aaron. As JT mentioned earlier, she is undefeated. A little bit of a step up in competition, though. As people start to develop, they get a little stronger, move up in weight, a lot more strikes out there to be had.
yeah, Caitlin has moved off of our featured channels from game number 1, and she's actually going to be making the flip to the low end of the house coming up next. So I will run down a total for her when I make my next jaunt across both sides of Expo. See if she's maintaining that 200-plus average she's had through the first 2 rounds.
You're getting your steps in this week, Aaron.
I'm hurting in places I didn't know I could hurt, Curtis. I really wish I had something to track my steps throughout the course of the week.
Do you have your phone on you all the time?
I usually do.
That health app, if you're using an iPhone, not to drop brands or anything. Go to the health app; it tracks your steps.
Well, based off of my diet this week, I don't know if anyone wants to check my health app, but we will. We might have to do that for tomorrow for the final day of qualifying.
All right, let's see if Sage can continue to keep it clean here. That's what I've been interested in. Look at this. No problem. Gets the double wood out. Impressive display of spare shooting right there by that young lady.
And I think something that will go. I mentioned a little bit earlier. I have the next age division up at my center, and pretty good selection of collegiate coaches in attendance watching. So obviously, trying to get the leg up on the competition to see, kind of the next generation of collegiate athletes upcoming after they get through high school. And it seems like she already has a spare system in place.
Absolutely.
We see it with the 245. We see her making the right moves and then executing the shot, and that's what makes college coaches happy. You think you got a strike to make college coaches happy? From time to time, sure. If you can make your spares, if you can fill your frames, they will be very happy to keep you in the lineup at all times.
Let's see how she finishes this game out. Can shoot .93 if she goes the distance. It's funny. You look at college athletes in all the other sports, and they're getting scouted at 15, 16, 17, because you got to fill that recruiting pipeline. You're not just thinking about next year or the year after that. You're thinking 4, 5, 6 years down the road, keeping that talent. You got to get that FaceTime in with them. You got to build those relationships, because these upper-level athletes are going to have a choice of what schools they want to go to. And if you want them to pick your McKendree or Vanderbilt, Nebraska, any number of those schools, then you got to put the time in.
She did get the strike there.
Absolutely. Showing some gumption there, Aaron. Little tough spare here on lane 13. Oh! Sage carrying the second one. Little swisher.
Get out of there.
Get out of there. Got one more frame to fill here in the 10th and see if she can do it.
Oh, nice cover. Nice cover of the baby split as well.
Sage finishing that game off with 3 in the 10th. You want to talk about, we talked about some spare shootings, but you know what? Strikes do get college coaches excited as well, Aaron.
Yeah, okay, that does help too. Impressive performance.
Nice 193. Only one open frame, and that was a split in the first frame. She made all of her makeable. She converted and then finished the game out strong. Had a double in the middle of the game in the 5th and 6th frames. That's how you keep your head above water right there. Take some notes. I'm taking notes right now, picking up a few tips from her spare shooting.
Just confirming, it was Sage McCarron's.
Sage McCarron sitting in 11th place after yesterday.
South Haven, Mississippi.
Yeah, absolutely. Not too far from where I live. She's sitting there, and if you're shooting buck 93 in that U12 division, you are picking up some pins on the field there, Aaron.
That is a fact. That's the fact check.
I look forward to following her throughout the tournament. It looks like she's positioning herself to clearly make that first cut and gives her a chance to make that match play bracket. Anything can happen in that match play bracket. It's like the Queens, or the Masters. You want to make it into match play, and you know what? You can make it in there. Sky's the limit.
I think that's a great comparison, Curtis. Because the only difference is just the number of games that they bowl once they get into the bracket. It's a double elimination, just like Masters and Queens. It's a total pinfall matchup, so it's not best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, anything like that. So total pinfall. So you get a couple games to get acclimated to the pair and hopefully find the right look to the pocket. And then you got to win a couple matches, put yourself in position to make the stepladder final, and from there, it's down to 1-game matches, and you never know. And even following suit with the Queens for this particular year, since it's a Bold TV final, it will be a true double elimination as well. So the top seed will have that extra match if needed.
I love that. Honestly, I absolutely love that. You reward performance throughout the week. You make it less random. Although it's not random, but it's always heartbreaking when you see a guy like Jacob Buttriff or, he's pulled huge numbers in some majors, only to fall in a 1-game match on television. Sometimes you like that second seed when it comes down to those 1-game matches, because they have a chance to kind of see the transition, get comfortable on the pair. But I like the true double elimination. Hey, you're talking about those the U12, 15, and 18 finals. When are they?
Great question, Curtis. They're going to be a Saturday. So this Saturday, July 17th, BowlTV.com will be the place to be. Expo Bowl will be the location. So despite everybody traveling around Indianapolis right now to multiple centers, once again, 6 centers being used. Big shout out to all the proprietors, the managers, the staff at each of those centers for providing these young athletes with a great tournament experience. The final times, however, here at Expo, at 10 a.m. Eastern on Saturday, we'll have the U12 boys and girls stepladder finals. At 2 p.m. Eastern, we'll have the U15 boys and girls in their stepladder. And then at 6 p.m. Eastern, our junior gold coverage for essentially 2 weeks will wrap up. 6 p.m. Eastern, again, the time, the U18 division, the boys and the girls, bowling for the junior gold title.
I've already marked it on my calendar. I'm pretty sure I'll be there.
I think you'll be here.
You know, if you're in the neighborhood, you want to come check out some great youth bowling, come on down to Expo Lane to catch that, get a spectator pass. We're going to be giving away some great prizes too. A little extra motivation to get you there. Aaron, we're giving away an Xbox.
We are. An Xbox will be given away on site to some of the fans in attendance. So if you and your young bowler are still hanging around Indy, or you got a friend to cheer for in the finals, be sure to head on down. We're going to have a couple of giveaways throughout the course of those stepladder finals on site, in addition to what will be given away on bowltv.com. So we'll have some great giveaways available during the stepladder finals as well. All that taking place Saturday. And you know what?
Home that day. They will have it in their hands that day.
That day, that's correct. And we got so much going on Saturday that if you want to wake up really early and join us on Bowl TV, you can do that too, because we're still going to have match play rounds, finishing up a U15 and the U18 division. So Saturday is going to be a full day once again on Bowl TV. You've kind of had them the past couple of weeks, and we're going to continue up until Saturday, get the finals all the way through. BowlTV.com, the place to be. Curtis, I'm going to go take a walk around the house, check out some scores. I'll get you a Caitlin Abaganya update as well. So we are now in Game 3 watching the action in the U12 girls division at All-Star Bowl at the 2021 Junior Gold Championships.
All right, we have our second place U12 bowler, bowled over there on a couple of pairs over. 212. 212 game, that game. And that was with a chopped spare in the 10th. So Anna and Tony from Farmington, Connecticut with a big game there, trying to compete for that first place spot. Picks up some big pins on the field right there. And you are watching the U12 competitors here at All-Star Lane. Southeast side of Indianapolis, Indiana, here for the 2021 Junior Gold Championship. It's good to be back here. Always a pleasure to be in Indianapolis, a great bowling town. Been coming here for more years than I'd like to admit. A couple of bowlers here bowling on the live stream. Sophia DeLuzia from Rockford, Michigan. We'll be bowling here on lane 14. Lauren Borriello also coming up here on lane 12. Sophia DeLuzia is currently sitting in 14th place, putting herself in position here. Take a look at Lauren as she steps up here on lane 12. Lauren's currently sitting in 65th place. Nice solid strike there from Lauren. Saw Anna and Tony, two-hander, shot 2-teen last game. Just bowled on lane 12. Get a good look at her the rest of this game. Along with Lauren Borriello. Michelle Wilson. Cleats their pair. Looks like they're bowling a pretty solid game so far this game. Nice strike there by Michelle. Sophia DeLuzia going to try to pick up the 4-7. See how she attacks this particular, tough 8-pin right there. Michelle working on a double there. Goes a little high. 6-10. Oh, takes the 10 straight back off the 6-10. And we bring in Jason Thomas.
Hey, Curtis, how you doing?
Doing wonderful. Enjoying some great competition right here in the U12 division. We've got some of the leaders in the field stepping up, like Anna and Tony right here. Just shot a big game at 213 as she goes high and leads big 4.
Yeah, just wanted to give you a little update. We've got a couple of U18 boys squads here at Western Bowl, and we've got Ian Kane, who you remember bowled a 300 game yesterday, and just a little update, a tidbit on the pattern. Ian trying to play out with urethane just like he did yesterday. Shot a 2-teen the first game, and isn't quite having as much success as yesterday because of his ball speed. His ball speed's a little higher, so he feels like if he can just get his ball speed a little softer, that would allow him to play kind of the same part of the lane he was in yesterday. And so that's really just kind of the difference in the patterns today and yesterday. You do see the ability to play out just like we did yesterday, but you do have to keep your speed lower. And I think that's why we saw Carter Street have so much success. He's got a higher rev rate, and he's able to keep his speed down. And that's why he bowled 10.54 this morning.
You know, it's funny you talk about speed, and it was something we talked with Bill O'Neill about. And he talked about the progression in his game, and one of the things that really led to him, you know, as a professional taking his game to the next level, which is, you know, you get to that level and it's hard to do. He talked about slowing the ball down when he was a younger player, when he was, you know, in his early to mid 20s up until his later 20s. Threw it as hard as he could, as much as he could. But it wasn't really until he could start to slow the ball down and get the ball to kind of react and play that little bit of a softer touch that he was able to start really putting everything together and winning some more titles.
Yeah, it's kind of a common theme with a lot of young players, even, you know, going back to the days of Dick Weber. Dick Weber got some advice from Don Carter about slowing his ball speed down, and he said when he did that, his carry got a lot better, and that's when he became, you know, the Dick Weber we all know as the dominant player of the 50s and 60s. But no, go ahead, Curtis.
Talk about what good advice from one great player to another right there.
Yeah. No, I love that story. And
who would have liked to be a fly in that room?
That's exactly. But yeah, Bill O'Neill talked about it yesterday on the live stream, and that was interesting to hear. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. You know, you talk about a player like a Walter Ray, and a lot of folks just thought, well, he can only play out. And first off, that's not true.
No.
He can play any part of the lane, but what's amazing about him being able to play out as often as he did was nobody else could play there a lot of times. He had a million ways of playing where he wanted to play.
I always remember that story you told me about him playing the half board.
Yeah, on the strip lane.
On the strip lane, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was also that was a common misconception about Walter Ray, is that, you know, you don't win as many titles as he does without, you have to, I mean, you can't be one-dimensional in any means. He just happened to be better than everybody else at doing that particular thing. And if you're that good at it, why not do it as much as you do? But you even look at a player like Jason Belmonte, and I think people just know him to be able to just really wheel on it. But I saw him make a run from 24th to the show at the Tournament of Champions a few years back. And I saw him in the span of 3 games play 4 to 5 different parts of the lane at different speeds. And it just goes to show you how versatile he is as a player.
Yeah, I agree. Why can't they just fall like that every time?
If only it were that easy. Then everybody would do it, and we wouldn't have great tournaments like this.
I really enjoyed Gene Kanick's article yesterday about the two-handed game. And if you read that article, there are some really great quotes, especially from girls who talk about why they like the two-handed style. And what do you think they said, Curtis, as the reason why they like the two-handed style?
They can, my inclination is that they can rev it and play it in different parts of the lane that other players can't play.
They said it was more fun.
Ah, well, you know what? That's important. And you'll see a great two-handed young lady coming up here on lane 11, working on a double. Anna Antoni, that young lady, there she is. Look at that.
Oh,
and
nice.
Clears the deck. I mean, why wouldn't you want to bowl two-handed if you can do stuff like that? She bowled a 213 last game. And even though she had a few opens this game, she's trying to bail out. She can shoot 2-0 again. She just needs a double and 9 in the 10th, or double and 8 in the 10th, really.
Yeah, 2-0, 2-teen. That'll move you up a bunch.
Oh, absolutely. You're gaining 50, 60, 70 pins to the field right there. And we bring Aaron Smith in here. And we're gonna bring the whole team back in. We get some updates across the bowling universe here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Welcome back, Aaron. Welcome back, Mike. How are you guys doing?
Doing well, Curtis. Doing well. I know you had asked specifically about Caitlin and how she was progressing this round. Caitlin Abagania, the 2-time U12 champion. She shot 201 in game 3. She's at 537. But looking pretty locked in heading into this final game. She made the jump from the high end to the low end. So we'll see how that works. Mike is showing standings. So we'll get to those in just a second. Sydney Bone, who entered the day tied for the lead for the U15 girls division. Just watched her cap off a very impressive 240 game that was on Bowl TV as well. I believe 61 and 62. So some good stuff there. Mike, take it away.
Yeah, well, I can't read them right now. No. I do have standings after 2 over here, guys. Landon Jordan, 57 over, leads the squad. Clayton Hobbs, 41 overs in second. William Cunningham for this squad is 37 over. He's in third. Christian McCory, 34 over in fourth. And fifth, Carter Trawick, now at plus 30. Sixth, Tanner Lyles, plus 26. Seventh and eighth, we have a tie between Ryan Jimenez and Azante Warren. Both are at 416. At 408 and 10th is Chase Swinson. Gavin Murray sits 11th at 3 over. 12th is Alejandro Moser Hernan at 2 over. We have one other player plus. At 1 over, Ethan Caruso, 13 players plus. Out of 79 here at Strike Force. We got 16 lanes between for you over here. Out of the 30, means you get everybody at least twice as they come through your live stream pairs. You can check that out down below. Strike Force. Strike Force. That's us over here. Center of awesomeness.
Did you guys see that first strike in the 10th by Anna?
Oh man,
It was a Brooklyn 8-pin, and a messenger came back off the right wall and took the 8-pin out.
it was.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Well, she finishes that game in the 190s, 192. Excuse me, correct that, 191. So that's a 213 and 191 back-to-back here. And pretty nice bowling by Anna, and she's going to definitely be moving up the leaderboard as this day progresses. Check out all the scores here as when they get posted at bowl.com. Sure to check that out as we'll take your full screen here again.
Is bowl.com spelled BOL.com or is it BOWL.com?
BOWL, Michael.
Thank you, Aaron. I was just curious. Tournament leader over here, our man Landon Jordan, is currently getting ready to step up in the 10th frame right in front of me here. He's on lane 17 and 18. He's got 245 left here. He started with the front four, 7 spare, 9 out, 9 spare, double going into the 10th. Give you the radio call here, 17 and 18 from Strike Force. Of course, you can bring it up in a separate browser if you want to watch yourself. Shot is off. Guys, he strikes. This kid's awesome. Aaron, any chance we could do a quick flip here?
Which pair are we going to again, Michael?
Strike Force 17 through 20. Any chance we could get there?
Strike Force 17 through 20. Yes, we will work quickly to get that to everybody here.
I have a feeling. I'd like to see this myself.
Yeah, his name is Landon Jordan. He's a two-hander.
Oh, there we go, stepping up in that yellow and gray jersey there.
Here it is right here, your leader over here. Landon Jordan is both games of 210, 247. Second shot in the 10th. Still got 245 left. Oh. Playing the center of the lane.
That's nasty right there.
I like how he maintained his balance, his finish position there. Certainly a lot of power was coming from that, but stuck the landing.
Yeah, you definitely see a lot more players really kind of migrating in the center of the lane here.
Oh.
All three in the 10th were exactly like that, guys. Tapping out the 10 late on both of the first two shots. Wrapped 10 there. 244 for our current tournament leader here.
I have a feeling he won't be losing any ground.
Squad leader, I should say. Justice Dudley next door. Christian Lickor. Davison Peterson. Clayton Hobbs. Joseph Indurte. J.C. Correa. Clayton actually can still bowl 231. He'll be up here in just a moment. Leadoff bowler on the right side of your screen. Got a triple going into the 10th frame. Got 253 left for Dawson Peterson as well. Just had a big string completed over here. Looks like we got some player in the 260s down on strike force lanes 9 through 12. But a strike there for my man Clayton Hobbs, the four-bagger now. Still has 2:31 left. All right, so Clayton Hobbs stepping up here in the 10th and get a strike here. And with 9 or better on the fill, he'll be in the 230s. Looks like we just had 290 bowled here, guys. 290 the score. Look at that. Sawing the 5 out. As Aaron Smith likes to say, business is picking up. So now here's Hobbs can finish out for 231 on the last 6. Notice how close he's playing with the gutter here. Boom, perfect. Nice finish. Clayton Hobbs. Clayton was second on the squad coming in. Bowled 203, 238 his first 2 games. So we got some lined up players over here. Dawson Peterson with the first one in the 10th already, has a max score of 253. So here's Dawson. Second shot in the 10th. Looks great. Slaps it out.
That bag is the only one that has all my stuff.
Coming in high. Almost a Creek Church. Gets one to fall out. 249 to score. Joseph had 161. Now JC Correa is going to finish it out. Southpaw for us. Bowl 215. Around the pocket leaves the 9. Now, see if we can pick it up here. Still bowl 194. Jace was 20th on the squad coming into this game. 20 under. Once again, those numbers are just for this squad here. It's not combined pinfall. Qualifying round number 3 here. 4 o'clock squad, word strike force. U15 boys. All right, guys, game number 4 coming up here at Strike Force. We're well underway. We got Cade Muckin, Ryan Jimenez, Paul Rostales, Camden Malott, Cole Stancic, Camden Malott, otherwise known as Little Nasty. We also got Ryland. He's got a cheering section. Ryan Pimentel, Tanner Alls, Chase Svensson, Michael Reynolds, and Josh Hickman. So we have for you here this game. And you're going to hear some applause. So I've got probably, I would say, 35 people standing behind me right now. This is the busiest I've seen the center in 3 days. Might be some parents that couldn't get off work early in the week, but they're making the trek down now here on Wednesday. Pick up the last few games of competition. Chase Swenson has got quite a cheering crowd here. Trips the 2-pin.
Wow, Camden is looking more and more like his father every day.
Yeah, son of Wes Malott, Camden Malott up right here, front and center.
Oh, love that swing.
Similar follow through to Dad.
Absolutely. Dad has taught him well. Well, if you want to still catch some of the U12 action here at All-Star, they are wrapping up their 4th game here. So go on and check out the All-Star channel here. Look at the bottom of your screen. See them finish up their competition.
This scoring pace over here has been so high that this is going to be the fastest bold squad over here that we've had. Everybody's in their fourth game. And don't forget, those of you that were looking for Jillian Martin, she's going to be here at the same time tomorrow at Strikeforce. And just like that, we're now on a text basis here with the standings, so I can get them even faster. Just got the scores from over here texted to me. Landon Jordan, we just saw bowl 244, bowled 701 his first 3 games. Chase Twinson, 678, who we have for you in this game, and just threw another strike for an opening triple. Clayton Hobbs, 72 over. William Cunningham, 53 over. Drake Waite, 43 over. Ryan Jimenez, 39 over. We got Ryan right here also on our pairs. Dawson Peterson sits at 27 over. He's in 7th. Ethan Caruso in 8th at 14 over. We got a tie for 9th. 12 over for Alejandro Moser Hernan and Azante Warren. Other players plus, Brockton Schofield, 6'11", also with 6'11" to start, 11 over. Carter Trawick, also Christian McCory, 4 over. Jason Smart is 2 over. And Dominic Winkler is even Steven. Well, exactly 600 his first 3 games. There's a defined path to the pocket on this pattern, and there is a hook spot to the right. So that's yielding for higher scores here. The climate in the bowling center is a little bit warmer, so lanes may be breaking down just a little bit faster. By the way, we talked about building a junior gold arsenal, and I talked about how if I started to build an arsenal, I'd like to have a rose ball. I start with the rose ball. We've actually got a rose ball checked in competition here on lane 19. And let's see how it does.
Yeah, Big Earn.
That's right. Somebody took my advice.
Actually, one of my brother's handles, pilot in the Navy, Big Earn, put that on the side of his jet.
Chase's string comes to an end, comes in light again. He tripped the 2-pin last time over there. Keep an eye on, keep the right lanes a little bit tighter. Well, we've got 3 players that have them all through 3.5 frames. As Aaron Smith would say, we got business picking up over here at Strikeforce. Here's Camden.
Guys, we have the front 9 on 37 and 38 over here. I gotta go take a walk.
That's exciting news. U12 division, is that right? Is that what Curtis has, or is it U15? U12. U12, front 9. That is exciting. Here's Cole Stancic, the first three, looking for 4 in a row. Unique ball roll here. Leads 4 pin. Chase Swenson, currently 10th. 4-6. After going light back-to-back frames over there, leads 4-6. It's a better shot, actually. Stepping up here looking for the front 5 is Camden Malott. Here we go. Oh, that's going to hook a lot. Oh, crosses over for the 5-10 to fall out late. Dad's back here watching, shaking his head a little bit. Camden Malott still perfect. Well, let's put it this way. He's got 5 strikes up on the board. Got a couple other strings here in the building. I'm going to step away for just a moment and take a look to see what else we have going on here. If there's anything else I need to get to you, I'll be right back. It's a short walk for me, so it'll be just a couple minutes.
Well, guys, I've got an update. Jacob Dunbar falls short in the 10th, but it doesn't fall short for the block. 276 his last game. I gave him the old black cloud, but there's nothing but sunshine coming his way for the block. Shoots 922
Wow.
for 4 here at All-Star. Two-handed bowler. An incredible showing up for him today. Let's see. Oh, and I'm interested to see where he is in the tournament.
Looks like he was in 4th place entering competition today, Curtis.
Well, I would speculate to say he was minus 60 entering the day, so that puts him, do the quick math. I can't. My brain is absolutely a diz. Plus 62 for the now. That's going to put him up there. We still have a couple of other bowlers going to be bowling in the U12 division, including Mateo Quintero and Josh Weems, both in first and second at 149 over for Mateo. And Josh is sitting at +1. And then Jackson Alexander Veach, just shy of 2-0, -6. But Jacob Dunbar here at Movers and Shakers Day, doing a little moving and shaking.
I'm curious, and I'm going to guess there is a relation, but there is a Randall Dunbar, also from Massachusetts, who was part of the U15 Junior Team USA developmental team in 2021, who's out there competing this week, who is also two-handed and throws it extremely well. So that'd be cool if that brothers, cousins, whatever the relationship may be. But looks like they're both finding some success here.
Yeah, we might definitely see him in later rounds here at the 2021 Youth Gold.
And Randall was +14 heading into today, so within the cut line. Camden Malott with the spare in the 6th. See, his string of strikes ends at 5, and he's going to need a reset there.
Guys, Landon Jordan can strike out in the 10th frame for 270, which would give him a 978 total for over here for his 4 games.
Wow.
Bravo.
That is awesome.
Quite a few scores over here this last game, too. The lanes have really opened up. These guys have torched them. Absolutely torched them. Playing that extreme outside angle has really worked well. Nice shot by the lefty. Josh Hickman. This Chase Swenson's got a lot of energy. I'd like for him to make a telecast one day on the PBA Tour. That would make for some excitement.
He can bring a little firepower there.
Yeah, I like the buckling of the knees. Looks color coded, color coordinated.
Mike, you're there in person, so you got a little bit better vantage point, but I feel Jay Billis would be a big fan of his because it looks like he's got a pretty impressive wingspan, which is allowing players to do some cool things nowadays. It seems like those players who we always talk about using the legs, but the players who can really take advantage of And I think of someone like Cameron Doyle or something who just once he had his growth spurt, it was just always so fun to watch. Just watch his physical game and what he could do to a bowling ball with having those longer arms, that type of frame as well. And Chase looks like kind of a similar build.
Very much so. He reminds me of Sean Wilcox.
Oh, that's another good one. Yes, absolutely. I have Stephen Padilla at my center. I should ask him to explain why I enjoy watching bowlers with wingspan.
Probably dates back to the Michael Jordan poster.
That's a good one.
That was sold at every Spencer's, Walmart, Hot Topics, Walgreens, I believe, for a while. And I think you probably just saw that so many times as brainwashed you into just absolutely loving long arms. Just finishing up competition here, game number 4. Getting to watch the U15 boys. Got some big scores still left out here. We got 202 posted on the board for Chase Swinson, 197 for Ryland Pimentel. Michael Reynolds finished with 172. Tanner Isles can still pull 192. Josh Hickman. Right here can step up in the 10th frame and bowl 224. And he leaves 1. Leaves 10 pin. $188 for Tanner.
Pretty aggressive shot there by Paul Rosales. Mike, we've seen quite a few players. You may have talked about this a little bit while I was away, but obviously the outside's looking pretty nice today. The players been able to kind of camp out there throughout the course of the block?
Yeah, they sure have. They've got a bounce spot here, and after some of the other patterns they bowled on through qualifying, you give these guys a couple of boards and get them comfortable towards the outside part of the lane where they're able to maximize their pin carry coming in from an outside angle, and the scores are going to go up. We almost just saw a ball come off, or a pin come off the side ball there to take up a 2-4-10 or 2-8-10. But yeah, absolutely, Aaron. It's been high scoring. And they've got a little bit of room, and you give these young athletes a little bit of room after bowling on something so tough that scores are going to go up. I didn't get a chance to see what the final tally was for our leader over here, Landon Jordan, but he did have 270 left going into the 10th frame. So big score here. Camden Malott still has an opportunity to bowl 265 right here. Little nasty. Boom. 3 in a row for Camden. Remember, Camden didn't come in to today in great shape in the standings. It hasn't bowled himself out of the tournament. As we said earlier at the top of the show, this is moving day, and a lot of players able to move here in the U15 boys here at Strike Force at this 4 o'clock squad. They've had a lot of success here, and you're going to see a lot of players move up the leaderboard.
Looks like you probably have a bunch of U-Hauls sitting in the parking lot of that bowling center right now.
Camden with another strike. So he's going to be in the 260s, guys.
Awesome stuff. Mike, I got to ask, without looking at the schedule, is this the first time you've had the U15 boys so far?
You know, Aaron, I got to say, with all the bowling we watched on our screen, I thought I had them in another squad. We've only streamed 10 so far. Thinking I had them in another squad, but
it is looking like you have. So
this is my second look, I think, right? This might be my new favorite division.
I think it should be.
Hey, you guys want to talk to Camden a lot? I'll get him for you.
All right, Mike is going to see if we can chat with Camden Malott here. Just finished with a nice 260 game. So it looks like Camden, if you can hear us, give us a thumbs up right now. All right, we're going to bring him into the broadcast, folks. There he is, Camden Malott. Just finished off a nice 260 game to wrap up his third round here. Camden, how are you doing? And great bowling.
First of all, thank you. I started off the block not really well, so I was trying to figure out a way to play the lanes and honestly just find a way to strike. And coming into the last game, I was 105 under or something. So I was trying to just have a big game to get back into the tournament. And so shooting 265 was honestly a big way. So
It certainly Go ahead, Curtis.
Absolutely. So, what was your shift in mentality? What changed for you from yesterday to today to the end of the block?
Um, well, I was just trying to get the ball out to the gutter because at the beginning I was pulling it a little left and it would go straight left. Like it hook checked really early. So getting it out to the right would let it have a little bit of a chance, and then the gutters just let it hook a little bit more. So coming into the block, I was not very well, but going minus 40 is a good way to finish. So
Camden, taking a quick look. Where are you heading for your final round tomorrow?
I'm at Woodland A.
Woodland A. How did you feel about the oil pattern you saw out there during practice? And do you think you could have another nice a nice block to put yourself in a good position?
I felt the pattern didn't seem super hard, but hopefully it plays a little bit like it did in practice. And if so, I think I probably could have another big 4-game block. So
Obviously, you got your father in your corner right now. Did he give you any bits of advice going into that last game?
I mean, he did, but I was just trying to roll the ball, and he was telling me because at the beginning I was pulling it a little, like I said, pulling it a little left, and it was hooking really early. So he was saying, try to get it out to the right, let it have a chance, and I did that, and I was able to come off the gutter really well and hit the pocket. So.
All right, Camden, we will let you go enjoy some dinner with your folks now after that great finish. Best of luck moving ahead tomorrow. We're hoping for some more big scores from you. But thanks for joining us here on Bowl TV, and great performance to wrap up your day.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, Curtis, there we go. Camden Malott joining us here on Bowl TV. Very cool stuff.
Cool, calm, collected. Expect nothing less from a Malott.
That is true. That is true.
Another day, and another day out on the lanes, just taking care of business. So it's very cool to see this next generation of bowlers. You got the Bones and the Malotts, and these next generation of bowlers take to the lanes and see how they're developing. And obviously, they've got some of the best teachers you can imagine helping them out there on the lanes. So hopefully we'll see a big finish from here. He's Woodland is a house his father probably has some good information on, as it's been one of those mainstays out on the PBA tour for years and years and years. So we'll follow. We'll try to keep some tabs on how he bowls tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see a big block from him.
Absolutely. And of course, you can follow those scores and more. Bowl.com/juniorgold. Typically get updated after the squad is complete. It looks like, let's see, Western still has, I got to look real close here. It looks like we got some, a little bit of bowling left over there. So if you folks want to check out Western Bowl, please go ahead, swing on over. We still got a few of their channels live. But for this main commentary channel, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break as we get ready for the 8:30 p.m. squad coming up later today to conclude round 3, Curtis. So it's gone from 1, you kind of get your feet wet. It's still a lot of time. You get to the halfway point, you kind of see where you're at. And now all of a sudden, all of our competitors are going to be 3/4 of the way done with their qualifying and have just 4 games left to make the cut. So it's gone fast. It's moved quite a bit over the course of the past few days. And I'm excited to see not only what this final round holds, to see if we have some players make a big move late, but also obviously the excitement of getting down to the advancers on Thursday.
The one storyline I'm going to look for as we go into this last day is how the people at the top of the board play it. Do they stay aggressive? Do they continue to attack, which is what I would expect, or do they manage things a little differently? Obviously, the people further down the scoreboard, they've got to make some big moves, take some bold strokes to put themselves in position to make the cut. But you want to put yourself in position not only to make the first cut, but you're really looking at that match play cut. You really have your eye on that, and you don't want to give away too much if you're not lining up, if you're not matching up with the pattern perfectly, or if you can't trick it out to make your ball roll get to the pocket. So let's see how these competitors focus and stay on this lane, as they're going to see a different pattern again tomorrow. Again, testing the versatility and the moxie of these players. You can't ask for anything better, and they're getting a PhD or a master's degree right now in versatility. So it's only going to serve them well as their bowling career continues.
Great points to wrap things up there, Curtis. Folks, we're going to go ahead and conclude the 4 p.m. squad here on the main commentary channel. Of course, always a big thanks to the USBC and BPAA and their board of directors for their continued support and showcasing the youth of the sport. Kegel, the official lane maintenance provider of USBC, the PWBA, and of course, IBC Youth as well in the Junior Gold Championships. I Am Bowling, powered by Logo Infusion, the official jersey provider. There we go. Yeah, that great looking baby blue jersey right there.
Oh yeah, my favorite color, sir. My favorite color.
I like it. It looks good. It looks good. Let's see, who do we got? We got Motive. We got Rotogrip. Storm and Brunswick are gold industry partners. A big thanks to them for their continued support of youth bowling as well. Of course, the athletes. How about the shows we've gotten to see? We had the front 9 there at the in the U12 boys. Some big scores down the stretch at Strike Force in U15 boys as well. So, and even earlier today we had that massive performance by Carter Street. I believe that's out in the world on social media right now as well, where folks can go and check that out. The Sport of Bowling USBC Facebook page, at USBC and Twitter, and at US Bowling Congress on Instagram. These athletes are doing so many great things. The dedication, the time, the effort they're putting into it is phenomenal. And Curtis, of course, we got to thank the Bowl TV viewers. Have fun as always joining us on the broadcast. We enjoy bringing this coverage to you, and we hope to see you throughout not only this evening but the rest of the week as we get to the stepladder finals on Saturday. Obviously for the volunteers, the proprietors, the bowling center staff, everybody, a big thank you to your time, your dedication. And finally, we're going to sign off for the Bowl TV crew. So for Jason Thomas over at Western Bowl, Mike Flanagan at Strike Force, Curtis Von Kruger at All-Star, I'm Aaron Smith over at X-Bowl. Thank you again for joining us here on Bowl TV. We'll be back with the next round, the final round of round 3 at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So we hope to see you then. And remember, folks, on Bowl TV, bowling lives here. We'll see you soon.